I'm 30 years old and I've been married for 7 years, and I started this when I was 27, almost 28, with my first pregnancy, and I'm currently in my fourth with no child. My first time was a second trimester miscarriage. I had no problem getting pregnant. I thought it was all going well, and it was a shock when we went in and there was no heartbeat. You think everything's going well and you've passed the 12-week marker. With all three of them, I elected to go D&C. Well, I really had no choice to go that route. Actually, my first one was a D&E because it was so far along and it was a lot larger. So it's a little more invasive at D&E, and then the other two were D&C, and I was out with all of them. Well, the first one was the hardest by far, just because it was so shocking. After that, it actually got a little easier in a weird way, because you always knew what to expect when you went in, because it had happened before, and then it happened before, and then it happened again. So you kind of got conditioned to it, but you also realized that you had to go on with your life. You had to do the things that you enjoyed doing, and otherwise it would consume you, and that wasn't good for anything or anybody. I found that when I did obsess about it, it would take longer to get pregnant the next time. So I realized that you had to focus on other things that are positive in your life. All three were different causes. The first one was unexplained, which I thought was fine knowing that it was an unexplained, because I'd rather there be nothing wrong than there actually be a problem and just try again. My second one was a normal abnormality, just chromosomal. And then my third one was triplets. So they all three were completely different situations, which made it a lot easier, to go forward without, going to a reproductive specialist. It was an option, but I chose not to do it because I felt like it was just, had so many tests run on me. Every single miscarriage I had, all tests were run on all of the products. And I just was kind of sick of being poked all the time. I was like a science project at the doctor's office for a while. After each one, I just wanted to get back to myself, my body, physically, and I just wanted to move ahead and not sweep it under the rug, but just move on. There's no sense of dwelling on what had happened. I had to move forward. So I think it was just keeping busy and just being with my friends and my family. I'm 5 months pregnant, and each week it gets a little more hopeful. So, I do have my fingers crossed for this one. I think it's going to work.